What's up, my all-natural brothers and sisters? Your boy Memphis coming at you with Lucky Draws, the show where I take a look at whatever deck I feel like, have myself a good old time. I just felt like doing something a little bit old school today, so I figured, let's play some Naturias. It's been forever since I played this deck. It's a deck pretty much focused around locking down spell traps with things like Bamboo Shoot, Exterio, things like that. We got some trap tricks along the way to destroy our opponent's stuff and ruin their day. Let's just get started, get ourselves some replays, get ourselves some duels, have ourselves good times. Alrighty, first opponent. You want to go first in this deck very much. Unfortunately, I lost rock, paper, scissors, so not going to get to go first, which is a shame, because we got a pretty solid go first hand. Although I can also do some second turn things. It's not always ideal, but I can do it. I'm also going to summon this here Cosmobeat. When your opponent number summons, you can special summon the beat. And if I actually draw into Bamboo Shoot against Altergeist, could have good times, let me tell you what. Because then I'll be able to lock down all the spell traps. Bamboo Shoot, it's a very old school, very hard to pull off kind of lockdown. Basically, you tribute summon this thing that's on our sleeves, these nice little sleeves, using one of the Naturia monsters. Your opponent can't play any spells or traps. It's pretty nasty. So the thing that Naturias are kind of about is just locking out your opponent and stuff. It's just what they do, man. I'm going to summon this Mermello, see if we can get it to work or not. We're up against We're up against Altergeist, which is kind of like going up against Trap Tricks, but slightly different. Yeah, he's got that Altergeist. The Altergoose, I call her. It's an annoying situation because he's got that one multi-faker and he's going to get out a bloody owl. He's going to start bouncing his stuff. I don't like it when my stuff gets bounced. Luckily, I have this double summon spell. I use it for the tribute. You know, when I go to tribute summon the Bamboo Shoot, it really helps out. Unfortunately, he's got the stupid owl, so he's just going to like bounce my stuff. Luckily, he cannot negate my search. That would be bad. If he could do that too, that would just stink. Considering stats, I'm gonna go for a Nightmare because I feel like that would be more useful. Let's go ahead and get rid of Link Karibo so it's not on the board anymore. I'd rather this not be on the board if I could help it. Yeah, because then they'll distribute that. Yeah. Freaking Altergeist. They just got new support, Altergeist. I haven't looked at the card myself, but I hear it's not bad. I hear good things about the new Altergeist Monster card. So we'll see how it goes. What's probably going to happen is, you put that in attack first. Interesting, he has another one. That's somewhat annoying, let me tell you what. It's an annoying thing when your opponent summons one owl and then another one. No, not yet. Basically with my... Ooh. Well, that's obnoxious. Yeah, but basically what this does, if you're all aware, my Trap Trick Trap Hole Nightmare, if he special summons this and attempts to use its effect, I'll be able to negate it. And then I'll be like, no. No multi-faker. Get out of here. You're not allowed. So now we've gotten rid of multi-faker. That's a good thing. Granted, obviously he could have another one. Well, he doesn't have another one. Obviously, this is a one. What I mean is he has ways of getting it back. It's kind of the thing that Altergeist do, is that they keep getting it back. Hey, there's Bamboo Shoot. That's cool. So now, it's going to take a bit of time, but I think I can get that to work. And unfortunately, my opponent's not letting me do things, which is a shame, because I'm trying to make it so he doesn't do things. That's the thing that I'm trying to do. I'm kind of hoping this is spoofing. I've got the Impermanence set up right here, just in case. But yeah, as soon as I'm able to get stuff going, I should be good and set and beautiful. This Cherries is going to help. Cherries is our level 1 tuner. when it leaves the field because of our opponent, I get to get 2 more copies of cherries. It's very good for synchro plays, like, you know, back in the day, obviously. A lot of Naturia cards are not very good. In fact, I think there's only like 5 Naturias that are actually considered good. Flip cherries. Yes, behold, for I have cherries. What have you? Huh? Got more solemns for me? Do you? Do you? Do you? Let's find out. Summon Bamboo Shoot. That's right. I have a Bamboo Shoot. He either solemns me now or he's dead. There's no more spell traps. You dishonorable cur. I had a feeling he would do that, but I figured I might as well bait out the solemn, because if he didn't have this, it would have been game. He would have no spell traps remaining, wouldn't have been able to do anything. Anything whatsoever. And he's going to keep hitting me, but it's okay, because I've got Dinosaurs. So I'm just going to allow Dinosaurs to stay in me hand, because that's where she's stuck. I can't special summon her during the battle phase. That would be interesting. A Trap Tricks you can summon during the battle phase. Trap Tricks isn't even that big of an archetype. They could do that. That's actually a thing. Tempting. You know what? Why not? Goblinberg is very good for Synchros, Xyz, Links, everything in this deck. I shall summon Dabeat. And now I shall summon out my Synchro monster, Barkion. When he plays a trap, I can negate it by banishing 2 cards from my graveyard. And since I have 8 cards in the grave, I can negate all of these if they all happen to be trap cards, which, considering this is, you know, Altergeist, obviously these are all trap cards. Yes, so now my opponent has a resounding 250 life points. How sad for you. So this lets him add an Altergeist. He got Marionetter. That's fine. I can deal with a Marionetter. All's good, man. This has been a very good back and forth duel, I have to say. You know, I would have liked to just lock my opponent out turn 1, but this works too. We're up against another lockdown sort of deck, so all's good in my hood, baby. I had transients the whole time. What have you, sir? I can negate your traps. Add an Altergeist monster. No. I'm gonna say no to that, sir. No traps. And the nice thing is that's not once per turn. I can do it as long as I've got stuff. No traps for you. No traps for you. No monsters for you. Actually, does he still get a monster? He gets that. Okay, whatever. I can negate that too. I can negate both of these. So that's a good game against the Altergeist. They tried their best, but they couldn't stand up against Naturias. Somehow. Don't ask me how, but definitely kick their butts. As again, you can keep trying to do that, my friend. It won't work. Your trap cards don't work against my Barkion man. So let's go ahead and go into our second duel and see if we can keep doing the Naturia thing. Alrighty, our second opponent. Something I want to clarify real quick about this, what I said earlier about Naturias. You know, only some of them are any good. What I meant was, this is an old 43 card archetype that only has like 5 cards that are all that relatively good in them. Like, you know, Bamboo Shoot, Cherries. Let's see, Cliff's alright. Cosmo Bait's okay, I guess. Like, there's a lot of cards in Naturia you don't normally see or would want to run. It's kind of a sad thing, honestly. Like, I feel they could be so much better if there was just more thought put into the original lineup, you know. Unfortunately, because, you know, this is such a big archetype already, there's not really any hope for Naturias getting new support. Because once an archetype gets too big, Konami usually doesn't give it more support. You know, it's just how they operate, you know. It's just what they do. So, we're up against Dinosaurs. Okay. I can stop his superconductor, so that's a good thing. I stopped him from going into Ebe, so that's another good thing. All depends on what we draw. Really does. Really does. If I can draw into like Cliff or any of my level 4s, I'll have an immediate something or another. That would be good. That'd be pretty dang good. No Red Eyes Dankness Metal Dragon, hey? I don't think I want you to have that, sir. Time, space, trap hole. Go back to the deck. Yes, I run this just to deal with annoying stuff like Tempest. Alright, give me something. Hey, it's a level 4 Earth monster. That's exactly what I wanted for Christmas. So now we're just going to go ahead. I know these guys are mostly monster effects, but if I lock down his spells, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. And I'm just going to keep these two in my hand for now, just in case I need them. Just in case. But right now we should be pretty solid, I have to say. You know, I mean, I've cost him some of his stuff. I mean, if he top decks Soul Eater, then I'm in big trouble. But if he doesn't do that, because I can just negate his spell cards, you know, as long as I can negate my opponent's spell cards, he can't do much about my monsters. You know, that's just how it is. I'd like another trap to protect this monster. And hopefully we'll top deck into something that'll do that. I do run a few traps. Hey, I've got Cliff. He's like Cliff the Trap Remover, only different. Alright, let's go ahead. Keep beating into the dinosaur, whatever sort of person. He didn't summon Raptor. Interesting. I don't know why he didn't do that. It's very strange. I guess he didn't want to risk more damage because he didn't have any life points left. Or not, no, because he couldn't summon Superconductor or anything. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Oh no, he summoned Ass Blossom. He's either surrendered life or I don't know what. Regardless, if you're going to give me your life, I will take it from you, my friend. I'm sorry to say. Give me the Bottomless Trap Hole. This is one of the most powerful trap holes in the game, man. And it's so bloody ancient. This is like the second trap hole ever made, and it's still so good. Opponent summons a monster that's big enough, banish it, destroy it. It's pretty dang nice. Pretty dang nice. Works against a lot of stuff. Not against everything nowadays, but against most things. And do I want to go into anything like that? No, I don't, because this could be Dark Hole. Or it could be any sort of spell. Any sort of spell I can stop. But, you know, I don't want to be getting rid of my beast. And I think I've broken this young man's spirits. I'm going to do it doubly over just because I can. And I'm going to go ahead and end this second duel pretty quick. This is what happens on the best case scenario, where you just lock your opponent out immediately and they really need spells or traps or whatever. So that's another win. Let's go for duel 3 and see if Naturia can keep locking people down. Alright, against Q, possibly playing against Spirals. It could be, you never know. Unfortunately not going first, but we have an Impermanence. Impermanence is just one of those traps everyone's playing. I can honestly see why, you know. I mean, it used to be you'd run Effect Veiler to stop your opponent's effects during their turn. But with something like... alright, interesting. Yeah, but, you know, with things like Call by the Grave, this is much better. Because, you know, this is a trap card, not a monster, so you can't Call by the Grave Impermanence. What is my opponent up to? This is some version of Trains, perhaps? Okay, so this is some sort of version of Trains. It can only use send a monster from hand to the grave, target a machine in the grave, summon it in defense, negate its effects. And I believe during the end phase, he'll be getting back Derricrane because of the effect of Bullet Liner. Yes? Indeed, that is exactly what he shall be doing. Set the monster, target a machine, summon it in defense. Okay, then. Let me think about this. Let me think about this here. Because if he summons that... Okay. I summon Naturia Pumpkin. Since my opponent has a monster, I can summon another Naturia from my hand. It's pretty dang useful. Oof a doof. He had a Solemn Strike. That's not fun. Shoot, I was kind of hoping he didn't have that. Your go, man. Although now he'll probably, yeah, Anger Knuckle. Should have thought of that and just kept that in my hand. Shoot. That is just bad news bears for me, man. He just had that one bit of negation that unfortunately stopped my stuff. Because I was going to summon, actually I probably would have summoned cherries. I could have gone with cherries, I could have gone with rock, I could have gone with a lot of things. That's the thing, you know. I could have gone with so many things right there. Unfortunately, we're up against Choo Choos, and they are a big OTK deck. Granted, yeah, if he makes Gustav and then goes into Libe, he could. But thankfully, I have my Impermanence, so let's see. Yeah, I'll barely survive. I shall. Never mind. He didn't actually go for Gustav for whatever reason. Don't know why he didn't go for Gustav. Usually that's the thing. You go for Gustav, go for 2,000 burn, and then you go for Libe for the 6,000 damage. Okay, I see what he's up to. He's trying to bait out my things. I might as well play this. He's just trying to pop transients anyway. So I might as well play it. I don't have a reason to not play it. I don't really have a reason to not do that. Because, yeah, Derek Crane would have allowed him to destroy one of my cards. Very strange, he's not going for Libe. Either this is a non-standard train deck, or he just didn't feel like going for Libe. I mean, I can kind of understand that. I mean, when I first saw into Libe and started using it, I was like, you know, every duel is Libe. Just go for Libe all the time, every time. It feels nice to just rely on Dora every once in a while, because she is the original train. Good old Dora. Alright. Now I need to think about what I am going to do next. He's got that bullet liner. That's a slow recovery, but recovery nonetheless. Unfortunately, Cliff summons things in attack mode when he, you know, rams into stuff. Okay, there's Libe. Why he's going for that now? I guess he just wants the recovery. I guess. It's kind of an odd thing to do, but whatever, dude. That's just the weirdest way of going about trades, but that's what you want to do it. Whatever. Got another pumpkin. Unfortunately, this is too big. It's too big for some of my stuff. I suppose I could go for Bagusk, but that's kind of, 5, nah, alright, controversial decision. I'm gonna go for the pumpkin. The pumpkin, you failed me before, but this time I expect you to do better, okay? Alright, good. Summon the Rock. The Rock knows all. Alright, should I bait out Anger Knuckle? Suppose I should. Yeah, I'm gonna bait out the Anger Knuckle. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna bait it out. I'm going to bait it out. Okay, so now he's gonna tribute Anger Knuckle to summon something back in defense mode. Could be Derek Crane, could be probably not Bullet Lighter. Yeah, it has to be level 10, so it's one of those two. Okay, he is bringing back Bullet Liner, because he expects me to run into this. Or he wants to summon more trains, that works too. Yeah. That is certainly a thing, man. I should have just gone for the Bagusk. That was my plan, just go for Bagusk. Yeah. Youch. Alright. Let me just double check. Okay. I am going to go into the battle phase. I am going to run over this. That way I can at least get Bullet Train in the grave and not have to worry about it recovering and stuff. Main phase 2. Go for the Sleepy Boy. The Sleepy Boy will protect me long enough, hopefully, that I can do stuff. Granted, if he makes like Nightmare Pegasus, I'm doomed. But if he makes Nightmare Pegasus, you know, I'll have stuff. You know, I won't lose right away. That's the thing. He'd have to use all of his stuff to do that. Target a machine. And, oh wait, yeah, he could still get Machina Fortress. Well, Machina Fortress coming back isn't that big of an issue. Although it is extra discard fodder, I suppose. I suppose that was something I probably should have thought of. Alright. I got 2 turns. No more than that. I gotta get cherries on the board, and I gotta get this on the board. Because I'm hoping, beyond hope, it's a, what's it, 1, that's a 5, a 6. Do I have an level 3 Naturias? I don't think I, no wait, I have the tuner that's level 3. That doesn't help. Shoot. Drat and bother it. Drat and bother it, my friends. I'm trying to outsmart this train boy. His monster's just a bit too thick for me. Just a little bit too much thick. But I'm going to keep on trying, man. I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. And he's summoning Big Spider. Oh. Very clever. Yeah, now that thing becomes huge because of the difference of our life points. So, yeah, didn't think of that one. Good job to your train boys. So you clearly beat me there. That's fine. It's fine losing to trains every once in a while. They're a fun deck to lose to because big trains. Okay, Duel 4 coming up. Alrighty, fourth opponent. Let's see what we get going today. We've had a mix of going first and going... Hey, Cyber Stein. I get to finally show off the Cyber Stein bit to this deck. Now, normally Cyber Stein is a card that's a little counterintuitive, pay life points, get fusion monster. But because of how good Exterio can be... Well, okay, that just ruined my day. Honestly, I didn't really want to go for Exterio anyway. I don't have anything in the graveyard, so I can't use his effect. So much for Exterio. For anyone who doesn't know what Exterio is, he's my biggest of boss monsters, this dude here. Basically, you just need 1 card in the graveyard. This thing will negate all your opponent's spell traps. All you do is banish a card and mill a card, and then you're good. So, unfortunately, did not get to do that. What does this do? Oh, please destroy this. Pretty please. I get to add the Naturia. Very nice. Give me this one. I have a feeling I'd like to get a Beastie Boy on board if I'm up against Fortune Ladies. Because if I can get a Beastie Boy on board, he won't be able to use any of the newer Fortune Lady stuff. I say newer when it's not that new anymore. It used to be new last year. But nowadays, not as new. Okay, now it's our turn. Hey, baby. I really want to go for that now, but I don't want to at the same time. I just feel like that might be a bit much. If he negates the pumpkin, I'll do it. Okay, we're going for the other thing now. You want to keep negating me? Do you want to negate me, little one? I'm going to negate you now. Okay, I've got this on the board. You know what that means, don't you? It means I have Exterio, and you have just run out of luck. So now Exterio will beat over the lady. That's right. Now, the only problem is I'm down to 2,800 now. So, if he manages to make something big, Cyber Stein will just make things worse for me. No, need to get rid of Exterio. I paid 5,000 for it. I'm not going to use it as link material unless I have to. But yeah, Exterio on the board, a card in the grave. Your opponent, no spell traps. He's basically a fusion, as you can obviously tell, of, Beast and Barkian. It's one of those rare instances where the fusion monster looks like a fusion of the things it's made out of. Not many fusions look like that nowadays. Usually they're completely different creatures or whatever. What the heck is this? Sunny Pixie. I have bad feeling about this. What do you... Oh. I'm just curious as to what the Pixie's for. I mean, I'm sure there's a good reason there's a Pixie in this deck. It's thematically appropriate, I suppose. But I myself would never in my lifetime run a card of this magnitude. Let's go ahead and bait out the Link Karibo. I'm sorry, my brother. You must go to the graveyard now. It's not you. It's me. Okay. I think we're good. I think my opponent was so relying on stuff, and now they can't do that stuff, that, they can't do nothing. He's just making Link Karibos, which, granted, Link Karibo, one of the greatest links of all, but at the same time, it's not going to be enough to save you. You relied so much on negating stuff that you couldn't even begin to fathom my cards. My cards are taller than your cards by several fathoms. That's right, you cannot do any of the spell traps. Although, okay, that'll just pop one, right? Yeah. Whatever. I don't need that trap anymore anyway. Go ahead, beat up Cyber Stein. He's done his job. I wonder if Cyber Stein... I really doubt Cyber Stein will go back to 2. I know nobody's playing with it really, but as you can see, Exterio still can be a force to be reckoned with. I think we're good for today. Let's go for end screen. Alrighty, Naturia has had a very nice showing today. Not the greatest. I mean, I never summoned Trish, sadly. But all in all, I'm still happy with how Naturias can still function, more or less, so long as they get their combos going. They are a force to be reckoned with. So, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time for some, I'm thinking Tenyi. I think it's time we played some Tenyis again. And I'll see you guys again later. Happy holidays as always. See you next time, everybody. Memphis out.